Hi guys, I'm May from 12E, and I decided to buy Rudy Harisuano hair tonic. In this video, I am aiming to test for the presence of glucose, right here. Glucose is used as an ingredient in Rudy Harisuano hair tonic, mainly for its moisturizing and skin conditioning properties. It acts as a humectant which helps retain moisture in the hair and scalp, promoting hydration and improving the condition of hair follicles. In general, glucose is a simple sugar or monosaccharide with the chemical formula C6H12O6. Structurally, glucose exists mainly in a cyclic form called pyranose ring, which is a 6-membered ring with 5 carbon atoms and 1 hydrogen atom. It can also temporarily exist in an open chain form. The molecule contains multiple hydroxyl or OH groups and a terminal aldehyde group in its open form, making it highly soluble in water and chemically reactive. You can test for the presence of glucose in the Rudy Harisuano hair tonic by adding a few drops of Benedict solution to about 1 cm cube of it in a test tube and then heating it in a boiling water bath for about 3 to 5 minutes. A positive result for glucose using Benedict's test is indicated by a color change from the initial blue of the Benedict solution to a range of colors including green, yellow, orange, or brick red accompanied by a precipitate. The color observed reflects the concentration of reducing sugar present, with yellowish to reddish colors indicating presence of glucose or other reducing sugars. If the solution remains blue or without color change, the test is negative for reducing sugars like glucose. The reaction that occurs in a Benedict's test involves the reduction of copper-2 ions in Benedict solution to copper-1 ions when heated with a reducing sugar like glucose in an alkaline medium. The glucose, an aldehyde-containing sugar, and aldose, tautomerizes under alkaline conditions to form an enediol, which acts as powerful reducing agent. This enediol reduces this copper-2 sulfate in Benedict solution to copper-1 oxide, which is an insoluble red precipitate. The overall chemical process is a redox reaction where the reducing sugar or glucose is oxidized and the blue copper-2 ions in the reagent are reduced to red copper-1 oxide precipitate. If the solution just becomes slightly more opaque or blurry, but no solid particles settle out, meaning that it only experiences color change like turning yellowish or reddish without the presence of a precipitate, then it could indicate a very low concentration of reducing sugar, glucose, but would still indicate the presence. So, let's go to the lab and test it out! Using the Benedict's test earlier, we have confirmed the presence of glucose in Rudy Hadisuarno hair tonic. It was a low concentration since the positive result was only a color change to green and visible opaqueness. The Benedict's test specifically detects reducing sugars like glucose by exploiting their ability to reduce copper-2 ions in Benedict's reagents to copper-1 oxide, forming a brick red precipitate. The test works because glucose can tautomerize to an ideal form under alkaline conditions, which acts as a strong reducing agent, triggering the redox reaction. It is a simple and widely used test in laboratories and classrooms to qualitatively identify reducing sugars such as glucose. Even a slight color change without visible precipitate still indicates the presence of reducing sugar, but at a very low concentration. The test itself is a very classic example of a redox reaction used in biochemistry. And additionally, the real-life application of the Benedict's test is often as a simple, quick test for diagnosing diabetes by detecting glucose in urine samples. And that's a wrap for my video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope we can all learn to shop scientifically.